Hi, I'm Kathy Johnson.
And I'm Jocelyn Lindsay. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Indie Insights. Fast tips for indie authors with zero time to waste because you promised yourself you would write today after just one more podcast.
That's right. And today we're talking about something really fun. We're going to go back to our bookshelves. Although I couldn't find my books, I had to put it on the Amazon bookshelf. But we're talking about our favorite marketing book. We talk a lot about marketing on this program. So, do you want to jump into it, or do you want me to?
Well, why don't you jump into it? But I think the thing that's really important as we get started talking about this is you need to keep reading about what's happening out there in terms of marketing and publishing, and because if you're not reading about it, you don't know what's out there. And that's I would say that's a huge part of everything we talk about is keeping yourself informed. So the books that we're suggesting to you are some of the ones that are off of our bookshelves, our extensive bookshelves that we think are important. And as Kathy said, we talk a lot about marketing around here. And why don't you start it off with one of your favorites?
I sure will. And I do want to, you bring up a really great point. You are running a business. If you're a publishing book, you're running a business and you need to keep on top of trends in your industry. And that includes marketing. And that's why you've got to keep researching this stuff. Now, I picked one of my favorite marketing books, and it's just a tiny little niche of the whole big how do you market books. And it has to do with your email newsletter. You've heard us say that your email list is the most important thing that you can have. And so my favorite marketing book, I can do that. There we go. And I'm in the wrong place. And all of the stuff is here. Hang on. Okay. Take forever. Sorry. Newsletter Ninja is a really great book to read. It's very short. She's about to come out with a new edition, but it's, we talked about the importance of your newsletter list, your email list. This is how you talk to them. It gives you so many ways to really figure out how to put out a good newsletter, how to talk to people, how technically to do it, and what you should be looking at. And she has a companion book called Give Your Reader a Cookie that is about reader magnets. I highly recommend both these books. They're great when you're just starting out, when you're just building your newsletter and marketing your books and learning what to do. I think these are two of the very best books that you can read.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Tammy is like the top of the game when it comes to talking about newsletters and newsletter content. She owns that piece of marketing. So definitely, if you haven't read them, go read them, go find her website, get into her world because she has amazing information. And I think, yeah, we all should read those books. Now for me, I'm going outside of, with this book, I'm going to go outside of the writing industry because I think we need to be not only aware of what's happening in our industry, but we should also be talking about what's writer adjacent and why we should also be reading business books because marketing is about human behavior. And there's a lot of industries out there that have been looking at marketing and human behavior for a very long time. And it's not just about getting attention. So, and I think like solid marketing should be how are you connecting with your reader and not just like how do I get a click from them or a buy from them. And so the book that I'm highlighting this time is This is Marketing. You Can't Be Seen Until You Learn to See by Seth Godin. And if you hate the idea of marketing because it's salesy, it's fake, you don't feel real, you feel like it's too slick, you feel like it's used car salesman-ish, I think this book by Seth is like, it's your new best friend because he really flips the script in that marketing is not about chasing everybody. It's about showing up for the right people and getting the right people into your ecosystem. And that really means, like, as an indie writer, we're not just trying to get clicks and attention by being the loudest, dancing the biggest on TikTok. It's about how do we build real relationships. And Tammy's books, Newsletter Ninja, is a great place to start with that as well within the writing industry, because she really talks about building relationships. And so because when we serve our readers, they stick around and we want them to stick around. We want them to buy our books. We want them to still be here in 5 years. And so I think both of these books are fabulous for this. And Seth is just coming at it from he's just coming from an outside the writing industry.
Right. Although he certainly understands it and writes his own books, which is really great too.
Yeah, absolutely. So he and Tammy, go out, get their books if you haven't read them, and read them. That's your homework.
That's right.
And write your books. Write your books and read the books. That's your homework.
Cute. Perfect.
Thank you so much for being with us this week, and we will see you next time. Give us a like or a subscribe. We'd love you to stick around, and let us know what's going on in your world. We have answers to questions you may have, and if we don't, we will figure it out. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.